here following us on school or other media institution, we'd like to say welcome to this special profile interview we're doing here. So welcome to the Library Media.
Thank you, and happy to be here.
You want to introduce yourself properly?
My name is Milton Nagbo-Ricks. I am the CEO of Paynesville Digital Hub, located in Paynesville.
Give us a synopsis of the establishment.
We are a computer-related facility. We provide programs in all facets of Microsoft programming, Excel, PowerPoint, and Word documents. So we go in stages in 3 month increments, and we are geared towards professionals as well as students. We've been established for over a year and a half now.
Let's talk about the challenges. What are the challenges?
The challenges are principally the computer literacy rate is extremely low. So one challenge is to be able to, raise that awareness, and so that's principally one of the challenges we have. To meet that, what we do, we have what we call provide a computer assessment. We provide a way where we can assess what the student or person level is and then take them from there. That's one challenge. The other challenge is financial. Not everybody can pay for the service. So to meet that, then we do incremental payments where they pay by installment. So those are the 2 challenges for now.
What do you have on the book in terms of programming?
What do you mean on the books in terms of programming?
I mean, at the Paynesville Digital Hub.
We offer 3 facets in Microsoft suites. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint. In Excel, we offer data analysis as well.
That's very well. Let's talk about the beneficiaries. How many persons have benefited since you've been it 2 years and a half now? 1 year and a half.
1 year and a half. We have one class, the pioneer class, which we had in December. We roughly about what? I think close to 15. Some had to drop off because of the challenges, academic challenges, but we have close to 15. So we have one session has graduated. This is the second section. And in this section we have beginners, and then we have our first intermediate sections. Because you see the program is divided into 3 sections. We have beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So because this is our second term, this one will be offering that intermediate.
So what has been the reception from the public in terms of the enrollment?
They have been very excited. You get more questions and participants, if you will. People are excited. I suspect due to economic challenges, they want to come, but they can't afford to come. But we have radio announcements, OKFN, ELBC. So we get the calls, we get tremendous calls. Everyone's excited. They get phone calls. The administrative assistant, the director, we all get phone calls. They're eager, they want to come, but I think there's some hindrance, and I suspect it's finance.
What is the cost of your courses you want to tell us about?
Presently is $125 per course, and that course is 3 months, 3 months duration. You get homework, you get tests, and you have a project. A project is 40% of the overall program, where you integrate all that you've learned into one presentation. And it's formal, you're almost freshman-like, like a college freshman, so you really have to apply yourself. And then we also they also take tests. Everything is done online through WhatsApp. And that's how it's structured, and go for a 3 month period.
That's good. Let's talk about you think it's reasonable in the economy, in a broken economy in Liberia. There are a lot of people living below the poverty rate with the United Nations Index report. What can you say about that fees? You think it's reasonable?
Yeah, we try to do our economic analysis, because you have to do your benefits to cost ratio. If I will purchase 63 computers, a server, projector, hire 4-degree engineers, how much do I charge for tuition to cover this cost? To do it such that it's affordable. And so when you look at what we charge, it's pretty much what nearly everybody. Most people are a little over 150. We started for at $85. That was the first time to introduce people to the program. We offer scholarships. So there's several people that will be in our program that we offer based on merits. And so 125 is about where. If you get anything less, then we will not be able to manage the generator, the employees, etc.
That takes us to our next question. There are a lot of young people who could be disadvantaged in rural parts of the country. What are your plans for them? Are there decentralization plans?
Well, we've not gotten there yet. We first have to grow. This will be the base, so we have to grow the base. So for now, we need to fill this up sufficient enough where it can turn a profit, and then we extend out. We someone out of Kitmount spoke with me, and where they're from, they would like us to extend into that area. In other words, build a Paynesville digital hub here in Kitmount. And I said, okay, that's a good idea. When it comes to that time, let me know. But it was going to be a partnership because we're going to provide a facility to do that. So in terms of expansion, if we have opportunities where areas that are difficult to get to can provide facilities, then perhaps we can work something up. But it has to be a partnership at this time because of the financial challenge.
Is there a partnership plan? Are you partnering with any institution now?
Right now,
in the future?
not really. But we've been approached by NGOs because NGOs do something similar to what we do in terms of trying to empower people, right? Digital literacy. So they come to us for expertise. So we're in discussion with one NGO to do something similar. They will, get the young people that need this training, and they come to us and we offer the training.
Is there a role that the government can play in this, in terms of getting government partnership?
Well, the government has a memorandum out there, in the media, where they encourage institutions such as us to get involved. We are accredited by Ministry of Education, so we are exposed to some of these. And there are a lot of NGOs and other organizations that go to government and say, do you have any recognized institution that we can partner with? So I dare say we're in that pool. So if there any one that the government can say, well, this Paynesville Digital Hub is accredited and registered with the Ministry of Education. Their curriculum is approved by us. You can go in that.
So what has before you come in, what has driven your action towards digital education in Liberia?
What drove my ambition? Well, I'm a retired civil engineer. I did I'm highly computer literate. Did some computer. I would say most of what I did too had to do with computer-related items, such as in creating maps using QGIS and GIS systems. So I'm familiar, and I just thought it would be worthwhile to translate some of those skill sets.
Are you looking beyond just the Paynesville Digital Hub into contributing in maybe in other way around in digital education for Liberia?
Well, there's the way. The way is to have an institution, get young people. That's the future of what? Almost 80% of our population is between, 15 and 32. I mean, how else can you do it? There's one platform. I think there's a very effective platform. And to have it here amplifying is even better.
That's
so
good.
I think
How do you see Liberia's digital space?
it's growing. There's exposure. One thing now, you have Starlink now, right? People can afford Starlink. We have Starlink. So Starlink is making it where you can access connection outside of the hub, outside the Orange and the Lone Star. So that's an opportunity, and some people are taking advantage of that.
Sustainability and 5-year strategic plan. What can you say about sustaining this?
5-year strategic plan. Okay, so there's a university in India that has some discussion, but very marginal, not deep. My plan is to speak with them at some point in time where they can zoom in some of their courses because that can be done now. I have done courses like that all the time. But we have to get there, set up the infrastructure, and let's say people want to learn some higher program like Python or C++. We can have them, we can relate to them. We'll first have to check up our system to see how well it's organized. And they can, zoom in, not zoom in, but provide their courses online, and we provide the courses here. That's my plan.
That's good.
There are us institutions providing similar training that you are also providing. What difference are you bringing to the Jewish sector?
Oh yeah, excellent question. I am bringing professionalism. All of our instructors are all computer science graduates. We have a curriculum, and our curriculum is structured to enhance that student. For instance, I take pride in our project. So you come, you learn Microsoft Word, you learn Excel, then we tell you to come up with, give us a story, and we assign subjects. Say, okay, go and research red light market. How many women are there? How many, and what product are they selling? How much does it cost? Do a write-up. That's in the Word document. After you do that, use Excel and quantify that. 10 women, this one selling arrows, this one selling pineapple, quantify that. Put it in a pivot table and give me a chart. After you do that, put that in the PowerPoint and tell the story. We give you 15 minutes to come in, 5 minutes to come and tell us that story. Dress properly, speak well, and tell us that story. It's 40% of your grades. If you see the intensity and the focus of the student, I feel so proud. It was serious. It was freshman caliber work, but we encourage that.
Have you? Sorry for the interruption. Have you been able to reach out to the LTA, since in fact they are leading Liberia digital transformation drive of the country? Have you been able to reach out to them, the LTA, in terms of alignment? They have the government they are the government and leading Liberia digital transformation. They are the one who regulate digital services in Liberia. Have you been able to reach out to them with the establishment of the Paynesville Digital Hub in terms of
alignment? We go to the Ministry of Education to get all our lead.
That's good. This takes us to our next question now.
Because we're in the education business.
You're right.
Yeah.
If you were asked for support, what kind of support do you need right now?
That's a good question. Good question. Kind of support. We're expanding now. And so as you expand, it gets more complicated. Your servers need to be upgraded. You need to have equipments that are more efficient. You need to be able to afford more bandwidth. And I spoke with a gentleman, a classmate of mine up in North Carolina, and I told him what I was doing, and he spoke of that expansion, and it's very technical. That's where I would need assistance and guidance. And on the curriculum side, of course, I would just defer again, speak to the Ministry of Education, because they have actually a plan, and we have that plan, and that's what we go by. So if we want to expand, I will first that would be the first. First would be to do a technical review on how you expand so you can be more efficient, and then you look at curriculum. What are you expanding into? What's needed out there? Is it data analysis? Is it more report writing? That kind of stuff.
That's good.
Mr. CEO, you've gone 1 year plus now.
Correct.
What practical testimony can you point out to motivate someone to attend the GeoGuard?
Well, there's one student I think you'll met out there, and that's a student. I could have gone on and hired anybody, right? But we saw she and my director and I saw the potential. And so why don't we get this young person, and she's going to the university, she'll be taking her entrance. Why don't we get this person an opportunity? So that's a testament. There were others who also aspire to do other things. I would ask them, why are you into computer science? Why are you into computers? And when they ask this question, I probably give them direction on areas that we go through. So So we have a few of those too that serve
This,
serve as this.
I wrote down this question and I want to read it as I wrote it.
Okay.
Particularly when these institutions are developed, some of them do not last long. They
Yes.
broke down, it's
Correct.
gone away and all of that.
Correct.
You barely 1 year, some months now in your establishment. Personally, what is leading your initiative in terms of what motivated you since you've gone 1 year, couple of months? What is the motivational point that you have taken in?
Absolutely. Well, I've been fortunate. Say I've been an engineer for over 30 years. I've traveled the world. I've been to impoverished countries, developed countries, and I've met a lot of diverse people. Here I am now, returned home. I don't necessarily have to work every day. I don't have to do a 9 to 5 anymore. But what gratifies you is what you provide, what you can give back to your society, quite frankly. So I'm one of those diasporans who, and several others, they're cool-hearted, there's several of us, and we want to give back. We want to say, look, you know what, I'm doing this. I know one that's doing farming, I know one and people are doing different things. I'm into digital. Why? Because I enjoy it. And so that's my motivation. And I'm giving back. Now, everything here is paid for. I self-finance. So in terms of my longevity, that may be a help to me because I'm not owing a bank, I'm not owing anyone. So everything here is self-financed. So in terms of longevity, that's one challenge. And I spoke about the benefit cost ratio. Now, if it's so high that your students cannot afford it, and chances are something it either has to go low, or you got to reduce the staff. You got one person student-teacher ratio, then you got one person teaching that many.
Then you're not going to get.
You won't get the quality that you.
That's very well. Then let's talk about this thing you brought in the country. Liberia as a country have been faced with the issue of education. Our former president, Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, termed the sector being messy up. You introduced a wax tutorial for 12 graders, particularly kids who are school-going kids. Let's talk about that. What brought about the wax tutorial and what was your experience?
Okay, I am a graduate of B.W. Harris Episcopal High School. I'm a Mighty Spark of Snapper Hill. And I was also very active in the Alumni Association. One metric that we use to determine how well the school is going is on the performance, the WAC performance. So at that time when I'm in the USA, when the WAC comes, let's see if B.W. Harris on there. How well did it do? Everybody in touch with the principal. So after doing that for a while, we got to realize that to determine how well the school is doing is to see, you compare them collectively how well they're doing on this exam. And that opened up my eyes up to a lot of stuff. My director is, sent his son to a private school. The private school, some of them are, especially the Catholic ones, high passing rate. Why? And then we start to look at how they're being taught. Even though the military education has a curriculum, but not all schools are following this curriculum. So we said, well, let's look at it this way. Why don't we just help? Let's just help. So we got some very good, highly experienced instructors. One is a medical doctor. He was teaching chemistry. One is a civil engineer. He was teaching physics. One has almost 30 years teaching English. And there was another one. There are three of them. Highly experienced people. And we got them, we paid for them, and our goal was to just help students in this area where we reside, so that grade can be raised, so that we should go better in WAC in relation to West African countries and within. So that was why I went to the WAC to help elevate the
But the lessons
rate.
learned?
Yes. Lessons learned. The first thing is the students want to pass, period. Don't give it. Everybody wants to pass. And I will see the eagerness, they all want to pass. Discipline. And and many of them came from challenges where they didn't understand, well, listen, you have to pay attention or we put you out. So we have to apply discipline. So we know that. Time, you have to be on time. So we went through some of that for a little bit, and those were the challenges. But we managed to.
We're in a new academic year and we're winding this interview down since we have a lot of people following you on the New Dawn and other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But what is in the plan for this year? Are you going to continue in this academic year? I know a couple of months from now.
You mean for the WIRE?
Yeah, for WIRE, particularly about the WIRE tutorial.
We did, I guess you can call it a sensitivity analysis. In other words, but why did we face challenges from the schools? The students were coming, we had a long list. Why? And the sensitivity analysis basically told us we need to speak more to the schools and let them know what our intent is.
They got jitter about.
They got jitter. What does that mean? Yeah, so that's what we need to do. Yeah, and I think we either need to refer it, we invite them over to come and see what we have. We are a vocational technical school. We don't want to take students. We're just helping your students enhance your school standing by passing the WIRE. It seems like we have to do it. It's an effort because I hire someone that I train as a data analyst, try to reflect the demographics of the country, get 50 girls, 25 men, 25 female, 25 male, try to balance it out. Diverse schools, get it not from one place, try to do all of that. So it takes effort on our part. We have to pay somebody to go ahead and do that. Then I have to set up my time and actually meet with the principal or whomever in charge. Say, listen, this is what we want to do. It's good for you, it's good for me, it's good for the overall country. Let's work together. But it appears to me now we have to convince them. And I think the way to do that, we'll probably have to invite them over and
Have a conversation.
A
lot of time when people do these initiatives, it's end up with political war, liberals and politics. What is your take about politics? Are you eyeing a political seat? Do you want to be representative, senator, whoever in the political space? Is why you're doing this. One could argue, and then you live on the New Dawn and other platforms. So one could be wondering that you have come back. You are a retired engineer, you want to come back to serve your country, that's why you venture into this as a start with the politics.
I also do engineering consultancy as well. Not generally, but I've cut back, but people come to me for consulting. I enjoy my field. I said, 30 years. Actually, if I come at 32 years, that's where I'm comfortable. I'm doing this into computers. I enjoy computers. And this is why I am. And at this age, I'm very comfortable in what I'm doing.
No political ambition.
Nothing whatsoever.
Let's apart from this, I know we're winding down, but we can't let you go without talking about development Liberia. Are you impressed with the development? You back home?
Yes. It's been slow, but it's a challenge. You see, you have to look at Liberia in a global perspective. No one is an island. We do not have sufficient revenue to really manage ourselves, so there are loans, etc. So we have to work with what we have, and it's impressive. It's not where we wanted to be, but it's where it is because we don't have the means. So getting into this digital space is developing that means. You see, now you can stay here and work for a firm in India or the United States. So I think the path has been set, and I'm happy to be a part of it by going digital.
Will you make the difference?
Excuse me?
Will you make the difference?
Oh, absolutely. Because I have passion, I enjoy it. Why else would I be here? I enjoy cold beer also.
What is it we did not ask you want to talk about the school? Maybe we were not able to capture in our questions.
Well, let me let my director step in a little bit because he also hands-on. He helped me structure all of this. So perhaps he can add in and I can add on further. Please repeat the question.
Okay, so is there anything about the school that basically we were not able to capture in our questions in order that?
Nothing much. Much has been said by the CEO It been
You want to introduce yourself? Or?
sorry, my name is Christopher Thomas, and I'm the program director here at Paynesville Digital Hub. And my responsibility is to manage the administrative aspect of the school, that is supervising teachers and other co-workers that are involved, as well as our students. So like I said, much has been said by my CEO, but on a friendly note, we are focused in educating the Liberian population. Our recruitment exercise cut across, be it young people, older people. We are open to everyone receiving them. You know, the issue of technology in our country is not just limited to just only young people. There are some old folks who are lacking in that discipline, and that they want to come and, you know, sharpen their skills. To some extent, we have arranged separate days in a week where we can be able to offer some professional courses for people who are in their different disciplines. Say you are working with some bank or some financial institution as an accountant, you just want to sharpen your skills in access, and work schedule can give you the time. Say we can arrange some salaries for you or some available hours that you can have the time to be able to come and sharpen your professional skills. So we're also looking in that direction. But our primary focus is looking at it from a beginner level. But we are also thinking about those who are already in professional setting. You already have the basic for computer literacy, and they just want to sharpen their skills in the different areas. We are also open to that. It's been a challenge opening. It's a huge workload, you know, putting things here and there, recruiting instructors, getting the students on board. It has been a major challenge, but as God will have it, through the selfless effort of our CEO, much has been put into it, and we've been giving the necessary support. We went out there, recruited instructors who were willing to give their time, their services to us. We went as far as, like you said, acquiring our accreditation from the Ministry of Education. So we didn't just start just by putting ourselves into a rush, that we wanted to just establish a school where we can just collect pocket change, and after a few times, we know where to be from. One thing I always told him, this is an institution. I'm serving as a director today, tomorrow somebody can serve in the position. The institution was remain. I remember a few of the students that enrolled with us, 3 or 4 of them did not graduate because they did not complete their syllabus, and we're clear on that. We told them it was not about just getting your fees, because this is an institution. When we hand you certificate, we want you to go out there and defend those certificates. And we structure our program in a way that you leave from a beginner level, you can move to an intermediate level, and then to an advanced level. So there were students who graduated from the beginner level. They have also expressed interest in the intermediate level, that is upon another area. So you can complete, if you not complete our beginner level, you can be allowed to move to our intermediate level. And even those who did not complete the beginner level, they have come back, they re-register, and we're going to start as beginners before we can allow them. Yes, oh, we're clear on that. And we did not hand them certificate on the graduation day. We only had them certificate of participation. You attended for some time, or you did not complete the program.
Let's take us to our questions, sir. A lot of time we see these 2A schools or the TVET schools will come up with notification that we will offer this, we got vehicles and all of that. When the students pay their money, those vehicles are not available for practical. What can you say about the equipment here? I know we tend to come up with them, but do you have sufficient computer that each student can sit on a computer without?
Indeed, it is a one student to one computer.
So the computers are all working?
Everything working. We got pretty close to so one side of the workstation we have up to 32 computers. Wow. And there's another new side of the new workstation.
Yeah, so you can take 32 students at the time.
That is correct.
Even when we have the enrollment increasing up to 50, we can accommodate 50 students for a particular class.
Wow.
But for now we're starting small, so we just decided to use our first workstation, and that has accommodated all of our students.
A lot of times people wonder when they go to these schools after graduation what next. So you see a lot of the motorcyclists will tell you they have discipline in this, but they end up as a cyclist. What can you say about your alumni? I know you have put up the first batch. What next? What can you say about that? Are you having a track on them and you can be able to see what they're doing? What feedback are you getting from your alumni?
So yeah, keeping track of them, that's one. 2, a lot of them who enroll, like for our first cycle, these are all students who have enrolled in universities. They just needed their digital skills to move forward. More to that, we've been having conversations. We are still having conversations with some other partners out there.
Is there a specific person you want to take? Meaning, you must be a high school graduate, you must be a college student. Is there a great range of students you're looking at?
So we left it open in that regard. I mean, once you can have a basic reading skill,
When you can read, right?
yes, basic reading skill, you are eligible to enroll in our program. So we don't want to just narrow it down to just high school graduate or college student. As much you can have, you're touching computers.
Is
stuff,
it
you can
the
read.
most sufficient for them to get the basic skills you want to offer?
Yeah. Based on the way we design our syllabus, we have 2 hours 30 minutes for our class time, and we run 3 times a week. So the way we design our curriculum, we will be able to fit in the 3-month period.
We wish you all the best in endeavors. I know you're going to get started with your new cycle. Mr. CEO, thanks
Yes.
too for coming back to develop Liberia. Your party message.
Well, we're open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. We'll be starting on Monday, the 27th. I want to invite people to just come, take a look, come for a tour. We'll show you our server room. We'll show you the computers. We'll introduce you to some of our instructors. And we look forward to growing with Liberia. So welcome everybody and give us a call. Our number is 77777-2021. And we'll be happy to assist you.
You want to say that again, sir?
The number is 77777-2021.
It's been a pleasure having you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So
and I
all of you
appreciate it.
watching, just keep sharing the video.